Anthony Joshua versus Oleksandr Usyk. Who wins and why? Knuckleheads, this is the big one, and I mean that in every way possible. This is the heavyweight fight of all heavyweight fights, especially as Tyson Fury figures his life out on the sideline. This is the one to determine who the man is in the heavyweight division, and it is a big fight and an even bigger rematch, right? And it's the second time we see Anthony Joshua up against the wall with his career on the line in Saudi Arabia. Now, the first time he was able to get that belt back against Andy Ruiz, but this is the second time. We're talking about a whole different animal in Oleksandr Usyk. So let's get into it and break this down, right? Who's going to win this fight? First and foremost, we look at the physical. Anthony Joshua 6'6", Oleksandr Usyk 6'3". Anthony Joshua an 82-inch reach, absolutely massive. Usyk a respectable but smaller 78-inch reach. Usyk, if you don't know, was the unified cruiserweight champ before moving up to heavyweight a la Evander Holyfield, and he's sort of an undersized heavyweight. I mean, in theory, I think he could easily fight for a Bridgerweight title, this new 225-pound division that the WBC came up with. But nonetheless, he's so skilled that he was able to beat Joshua in the last fight. Will he do it again? Listen, all the physical stuff that I just talked about where Joshua has the advantage from top to bottom, right, in every facet and aspect possible, goes right out the window in this fight when you're talking about Oleksandr Usyk, because he is absolutely one of the most talented, one of the most coordinated, one of the most athletic, one of the most incredible boxers, period, in any weight class. People all got him on their top 5, pound for pound fighters in the world. Some people have him top 3, top 2, whatever it is. The guy is phenomenal. Any way you slice it, the guy's amazing, and he's able, with his skills, to negate any sort of advantage that Anthony Joshua has. Here's what's going to happen in this fight in order for each guy to win, right? In order for Usyk to win, I think he just has to continue to be himself. He just has to be the technical phenom, the athletic phenom, the coordinated phenom that he is. He is an incredible boxer. If he does what he normally does in this fight, that's probably enough to win this fight. The person who's going to have to make a change in this fight from the last fight was the loser, Anthony Joshua. He's going to have to fight a completely different fight. He cannot box Oleksandr Usyk for the entirety of this fight. He may be able to box him in spurts, but in order to win this fight, he's got to use crafty and clever boxing combined, I think, mostly with physique, imposing his will on Oleksandr Usyk, using that size, using that strength, and just pressing him. I think that is Anthony Joshua's DNA, right? But we saw that DNA altered by Andy Ruiz after that first knockout. And in the second fight with Andy Ruiz, he was timid, he boxed, he jumped around, he moved around, he was a mover, he didn't want to stay in the pocket and get hurt. We saw more of the same even when he fought Pulev, right? He was a little bit more aggressive when he fought Pulev, but he was still timid, and it's understandable in the heavyweight division it only takes one shot. That being said, he has zero room for timidity against Oleksandr Usyk on Saturday night. He's going to have to walk him down. He's going to have to beat him up. He is going to have to still box, right? Stay behind the jab, make his way inside, and bang this dude out. He is going to have to use the craftiness and boxing skill that's been taught to him throughout his career, especially whatever he's going to learn from Robert Garcia, who I'm sure has devised some sort of tactics for him using boxing, I would imagine, to turn this in to a fight. That's what Anthony Joshua has to do to win this fight. He cannot just sit back there like he did in the last fight and expect to outbox Oleksandr Usyk. If he does, Oleksandr Usyk wins this fight handily. He's just a superior boxer. That being said, who do I think is going to win this fight? Knuckleheads, my heart tells me Joshua. My heart tells me he could make it right. He's going to have, even though Saudi Arabia is not his home, he's going to have home court advantage. Saudi Arabia has a lot more Africans in it than Ukrainians. Let's just face it. He's going to have, again, the experience of Saudi Arabia, which will, I think, bolster him, boost him with enthusiasm and confidence because he was able to get it done last time against Andy Ruiz in the rematch, right? I do think he can do it, But my heart's telling me Joshua. My brain's telling me Oleksandr Usyk by decision. And it's very possible. It's very possible that somebody gets finished in this fight. Right? Very possible. I think the most likely outcome is a unanimous decision for Oleksandr Usyk. Right? I think the other possible outcomes are a knockout for Usyk in the late rounds or a knockout for Anthony Joshua in the middle rounds. But I'm probably going to go with, I am going to go with Oleksandr Usyk winning a unanimous decision, as much as I don't like it. I'll be honest with you guys. You know I'm a non-biased guy when it comes to picking, right? But I do have a soft spot for Anthony Joshua. I love that Usyk had his day in the sun. He was able to capture those heavyweight titles. But Anthony Joshua, for me, is just so great for the sport. He's so great for the sport. What he's done for the sport is incredible. Filling up soccer stadiums. He's the guy that in my opinion, started that trend and really built the sport. I just think he's a great role model. I think he's a great example. I'd love to see him win. That being said, may the best man win. But I do think, unfortunately for me, because I do have, again, a soft spot for Anthony Joshua, I want him to win. But I think Oleksandr Usyk catches this decision. Knuckleheads, do you agree? Tell me what you think and who you think is going to win this fight in the comments section below. After you do that, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button to join the channel, and hit the join button to really join the channel. Help me continue to build the channel and the promotion. FightersRep 15 goes down on September 3rd. You are absolutely not going to want to miss it. Get your tickets at FightersRep.com or in the link below. If you can't make it, joining the channel is the only way to watch the fights. We've got 20 plus fights lined up for you. Card is subject to change, but it's going to be absolutely incredible. If you want to support the channel in any other way, you could also buy merchandise. It should pop up here. Knuckleheads, I really look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this fight. I really look forward to this fight. I love this fight. Everybody loves a heavyweight fight, and I think we're going to have an exciting fight. I think everybody's going to win on Saturday, but I think the guy who's going to get his hand raised, Oleksandr Usyk. Tell me what you think.